Hey guys, my name's Zin and I know I haven't uploaded on this channel in a really long time, but that's not the point. The point is, today I'm going to share with you guys my experience, my Got7 Fanmeet experience in Melbourne. If you guys are curious to what I'm wearing the Got7 hoodie. It says fly on the back. Like, it says up. Yep, flight log arrival. See? Yep. First of all, I went to the family with my friend Christine and I bought the tickets. We got row G again. And I say again because last year when we went to 17 in the same venue, we were like in the same row, but literally we were just shifted over a few seats. But that's just my bad luck. But we got gold. That means we had the opportunity of either getting photo op or high touch, which I should be extremely grateful for. So on the day of the family, it was on a Sunday, we decided to go to the city early, like not extremely early, but we got there around 11:30. Our plan was to eat lunch first, do some browsing, shopping, and then head to the venue. So we had sushi, we had cha time, and then we did our stuff, and then that's when we took a tram to go to Crown first because I wanted to walk through Crown, hoping that, you know, Got7 might be walking through Crown because Crown is a really luxurious area. And on the train, we were joking, looking around outside the window saying, oh my god, what if Got7 are out there right now? But low-key hoping they were actually out there, but they weren't out there. So on the way to the venue, which was called the Plenary, we both started feeling a bit sick. I think we come to the conclusion that it was because of the fish that we ate from the sushi. Like, we were feeling sick, we felt like vomiting, like nauseous. I don't know if it was like the nerves like coming up or something, but like, don't worry, none of us vomited, thank the Lord. We walked a lot actually before we actually went to the venue, and my knee started hurting, and then she said her knee was starting to hurt, and like we were just a mess, and like we still felt sick. So when we first got to the venue, there was already a line for the merch, and it wasn't extremely long, but we sat down, and then an hour later, like about 3 o'clock, that's when the merch started to start selling. So my plan was to just get a hoodie, and Christine got a hoodie as well, and we both ended up getting their photo cards, which let me get for you because they are so beautiful. So these were the photo cards that we got. First is JB, then it's Young J, then Jin Young, Yu-Gi-Oh. Oh my god, Yu-Gi-Oh, such a bias wrecker. Like, I got snatched that day. Bam Bam, Jackson, and Mark. Ooh. My bias is Mark, by the way, if you didn't know. Jokes, I don't want to kiss this. So we got our merch, we decided to go out, we met with Christine's friends, we took some alleyway pictures, which let me put some here. And by the way, follow my Instagram, I love Lynn KKA. Like, I really want to change my username, but it might confuse people. And it was also announced that we had to go to this counter to receive our wristband to see if we had a photo up or high touch, but the thing is, they didn't tell us because they didn't know which color was which, because I asked the guy and he said, we don't know. And then we had the option of choosing pink, green, or yellow. And it ended up, we chose pink, and pink was the color we got to take a photo with them. I don't know if that sentence was grammatically correct, but we got photo up with them, and Christine and I were so excited because we have like the worst luck ever because we only had high touch with 17 where we really want a photo with them, but it's okay. Thank you. We went to line up at our doors, and this girl in front of me, she was really pretty, and then she was going to the concert by herself, and then we started I was starting to talk to her, and she was saying how she didn't realize the concert was on until that actual day. And I was like, whoa, how did you get a ticket? And she's like, oh, I just went to the counter and they gave me this triple seat letter ticket, and I'm just like, holy shit, triple letters are like the front section of the whole venue. And I was like, holy shit, I thought they were like sold out. And she was like, no, I'm pretty sure there was a few left over. And I'm just like, excuse me, did I hear you correctly? So once we got our seats, we received these cute ass fans that I had to use during the show because shit, it was getting really hot in there. Then something happened which indicated that the boys were coming on stage. There was this video being shown, like all the members and stuff, and then there was this curtain, and then the boys were behind, and then the thing is, the curtain didn't fall down when it was supposed to, so there was some technical difficulties there. But the thing is, Jackson was beatboxing, and they do like acapellas of like their songs A and then Never Ever, and holy shit, I could have just listened to that acapella edition of the songs like all day, every day. Like, oh, I felt so blessed. Mark was like lifting the curtain and peeking under it and saying, oh, I can't see you guys, and I'm just like, oh my god, Mark, you're real, oh my goodness. Like, I just like felt so attacked.
We can't see you guys, where are you guys?
After that, they kind of had to like leave the stage, and then like they had to actually take down the curtains, and then that's when Got7 finally reappeared on stage, and their first song, I believe, was Q. Good way to start the tour, guys. I've watched the US Got7 experiences, and they played Let Me first from the Turbulence album, and like I was like, holy shit, what if they performed the song Australia? But they didn't, because I didn't realize this was a rival tour, not a Turbulence tour, but that's okay. I'm content with Q. After Q, they sang Sign, and Sign is like one of my favorite songs out of this album, and I was like, oh. After they played those songs, they went on stage, they did their little introductions, and they played a game. And I believe they played a cheek to cheek game as well, when they had to like feel an item between the members' like cheeks and stuff, and it looks like some of them were like about to kiss and like touching their necks and shit. And I was like, oh my goodness, everybody's fantasy is coming true. Nice jokes.
I'm sorry guys, today we won, so I'm not gonna do 애교. What is this? Ano ba tayo? 3, 2, 1.
Got7 did rock paper scissors to split the teams, and on one team there was Jackson, Jin Young, and Bam Bam, and on the other team there was J-Bum, Yukyum, and Mark. And sadly, oh my god guys, Young J couldn't make it, and I was like, oh my god. After they split into their respective teams, there was this game where they had to do the double speed challenge or whatever. So like, here's a clip to show you guys. And oh my god, some songs were like in slow motion, like stop it, like holy shit. That was like the best thing that my eyes have been exposed to, because like everyone was doing like body rolls and shit, and I was like, yes. Legit, when I was being sexy on stage, this is how I was holding my light stick. I was like, holy shit, oh my god. Baby, look how pretty it looks like on camera. Oh my god, it's like a little, this is us. This is the I Got 7 fandom people on one stick. I believe Jackson was saying something, or like, he wrote something like, don't talk until the end of the show or something, and I'm just like, boy, what are you doing? Because like in the beginning of the show, he was like really quiet, like he was just like staring into space, not engaging in the conversation that was happening, and like everyone was like, oh my god, Jackson, oh my god. I was like, legit, like I don't know what's happening, but I think it was something to do with his mom's birthday being on that day, and his family was hanging out and he couldn't be there. Like, oh my god, poor baby. Also, when they're writing out punishments, I was like, oh my god, sexy dance, and like, thank god, I don't know who wrote it on the punishment board, but like, thank you. And like later on, Yukyum ended up sexy dancing, and I was like, whoa, gotta capture this shit on my camera. Like, oh my goodness. Oh, like it's starting to get hot in my room. And oh my god, listening to Yukyum speak in real life, like his voice is so like baby-like, like angelic and all that, and like so different from like when he's sexy and shit. And I'm just like, boy, like why you have to be so extra and be like these two extreme like sides? And I'm just like such a biased wrecker. Like, you guys have no idea how like triggered I am every day at school, how Christine's triggered every day at school. She'd be like singing Take Me Down, like that song by Chris Brown that Yu-Gi-Oh dances to. Like, holy shit boy, like you guys should watch that. Let me like insert like a little purport, like, yeah. My friend Annika will like sing that song. She'll be like, I wanna take it down. Okay, sorry, my singing. Okay, sorry, I should shut up. And like, triggered, like legit triggered. Like the day after the concert, I was like, when my friends asked me how was it, I was like, oh my god, like legit, my eyes are tearing up in the morning. Like, what is wrong with me? After they did their little game, like speaking portion of the fan meet, they performed Fly, Skyway, and Hard Carry, and songs they performed Out and Go Higher, and Jesus, those songs as ending songs were like so lit, so on fire, and like everyone was like standing up and everything. And there was this point where Bama was like, everybody stand up, and then everyone like rushes to the front of the stage, and I'm just like, holy shit, where's everyone going? And then like they had to like have a moment of like, they had to pause a bit, and everyone's like, oh, you have to go back to your seats and all that. And like also when we were filming, like security guards were like taking people's, like telling them to like put their phones down, and like me and Christine were like super sneaky because everyone had their phones like out here, up here, and me and Christine were like, yeah, nothing to see here, security person.
숨을 죽여 바닥부터 천천히 더 끌어올려 분위기 식어갈 때쯤에 부르니까 열기가 몸속에서 차오르는 멈춰 Feels on jogging on fire 달려 꼽아 부딪혀서 날 못박혀 Living the fast life of the life 내가 만족할 때까지 go 만족할 때까지 go What's your stay so free 나 오지마 배고 있잖아 You know that I can't 사랑하는 거 싫어 싫어 전부 다 오늘 마지막
touch was like getting smaller and smaller. Bam Bam was wearing a sleeveless, I don't know, and I think Jackson was wearing a sleeveless top as well, and I was like, Bam Bam, even though you're skinny, you still have the fine shit, you know. Finally we're like straight outside like the stage, and I was like, Mark, and like that got his attention, and I started doing like this shit, and I was like, holy shit, what am I doing? And then he like responds and like he smiles and like dabs back, and I'm just like, I gotta recognize my bias, like this is the best day ever. And then finally it was our turn to go on stage. We were like lined up in like 10 people were lining up, and like everyone's asking, oh, who's your bias and all that, and we're like rearranging ourselves to get with our bias, but like I didn't get my bias, I didn't get Mark, and Christine didn't get her bias JB either, but like that's okay. I was surprised my line was going in first because they were already lined up, and I'm just like, we just got on stage, why do we have to be the ones going on first? But like we just went, and like the moment I was advancing towards the seating, I like some reason like my hand just let go of my bag because I was holding my backpack, and then this man bun guy, like he was pretty cute, like he was like, oh, you left your bag, and I'm just like, oh my god, why did I leave my bag? And then I lifted it back up, and then like I turned around and I realized I got Bam Bam, and I was like, hey, what's up, Bam Bam? And I started like dabbing, and like he dabbed back, and then it was finally the actual like photo time. Like Bam Bam was like sliding his hand down here, and then I was like holding it with both my hands. Like, sorry, this is a really bad like representation because I only have like 2 hands, but I felt like I was gripping both of his hands, and I'm sorry if my rings like was embedded into your skin, Bam Bam. And also literally when I first like was starting to walk, I was like gonna say stuff like, I was planning to say stuff. I was gonna say like choo, easy, bra, get, easy, amazing, so amazing. I was gonna say all that stuff, but like that didn't turn out because literally I was like frozen. I was like, I want to say stuff, but like my mouth isn't like cooperating with me. So once we were leaving, I turned to Mark and I was like, oh my god, Mark, dab. Legit, I don't know why I was dabbing. Like, why was I dabbing? Like, Mark isn't even the epitome of dabbing in Got7 Fanmeet. Like, what was I doing? Like, I wasn't thinking straight, but like that's okay. It's over. He recognized me. I was like, can die happily in peace. Yes, I'm nearly done, Mom. A few days after the fan meet, Christine was telling me how she was distracted by me dropping my bag because everyone with attention was like drawn to my bag after the guy was like, oh, you left your bag here. And Christine was like, oh, you made me lose concentration on the members. And I'm just like, don't blame me for your mistakes, because she blamed me last year for when we were having high touch with 17. I was like causing commotion with S Scoops. I was like, oh my god, S Scoops sexy boy, and she was like, you distracted me from saying hello to Sun Quan or something. And I'm just like, too bad. So anyways, that was my recount of my Got7 experience in Melbourne, and overall it was like the best night of my life. Like, I got to touch my biases' hands. Jokes, not my biases' hands, but like I got to see them up close in real life. Like, I was so like awestruck. Like, I was like, oh my god, they're actually so beautiful in real life. Like, I'm not even joking. Like, Christine was like shook as well. She was like, I've never caught a guy hot in real life before, and I'm just like, yes. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you like this video, please give this video a thumbs up and subscribe. Bye.